What about the Diego Lopes fight versus Volk? Can we kind of, obviously Diego's a good friend of mine, and he's a good friend of the Jaxxon Media House, and Jaxxon in Santos Studio has been one of our athletes. He's been with us for a minute. Could we kind of break down what you guys felt? Obviously, you fought against him, but what did you guys feel he did right? What he did wrong against Volk? I'll start with you, Dan.
My personal opinion is he changed. I don't know if he changed his mindset being a 5-round fight or he's fighting Volk or it's for the title, but he was a little too technical when he just, I don't know. I felt like he reserved himself a little bit. And because Diego's a dog, dude. He just comes out, throws hard. Like everything he threw at me when we fought was like to hurt me. Like every time he kicked my leg, it hurt. And normally you just, okay, point. No, like everything he threw was to knock me out or to hurt me. And I felt like he got a little too technical and tried to play like technique for technique with Volk. That was my just watching from the outside. But I've only watched it once. And
I mean, that's exactly what I said in the breakdown we did for 314 was that I feel like he let the moment get the best of him, right? Like he's fighting for a world title. He kind of got in his own head and didn't want to like mess up an opportunity to win a belt. And right, when you start second guessing what got you there, then you're a step behind rather than just being a dog and fighting, like you said, what got him there. Looking for the knockouts and actually being aggressive rather than just point fighting and trying to get the win.
The better fighter in Volk, Yeah. I did my breakdown for UFC with Spencer Kite, and I called it chaos versus order.
There we go.
Right? So it's Volkanovski's order. He's going to try to keep things calm and technical the way that he wants it. Yep. And Diego is the one that needed to create chaos and take Volkanovski out of his element. And that's where I thought Diego had his best chance. And then where you saw him thrive in the fight was when he made things chaotic. Yeah. Right? So, and like Dan said, I feel like he did kind of get away with that. He tried to out-technique the technician, and it didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
What do you guys think in terms of like, Ige, you're calling out Pitbull, right? Is that what you're doing right now?
yeah, I think it makes sense.
And what do you guys think about the fact, of his performance versus Yair? What do you feel that you would need to do to kind of not just beat him, but to prove a point? Because obviously the first guy to call someone else got to do a little bit more damage than most.
I honestly didn't. I watched bits and pieces of the fight. I didn't see it as a whole yet. But Yair's a tough matchup for anyone, and I think that's just that was a tough style matchup for Pitbull.